Welcome to Card Market Catalyst, your go-to source for everything related to football card investing. Whether you're tracking the latest market trends or looking for the next big prospect, we've got you covered. If you enjoy the insights, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the show, and follow us for all our future episodes. Let's dive straight into the market.
Welcome to The Explainer. We are right in the thick of the World Cup, and if there's one thing we already know for sure, it's that the football card market waits for literally no one. The tournament is fully underway, and it's already drastically changed the landscape of the entire market. I mean, we're talking major shifts, totally unexpected rises, and, well, some pretty harsh reality checks.
Okay, let's dive into this. In the brutal, lightning-fast World Cup market, early events completely override all those neat little pre-tournament models we built. Seriously, one match really can change everything. One single goal can move demand overnight. We're seeing real-time events like early injuries, shocking coaching decisions, and massive eliminations just completely dictating the prices and the hype.
Here's how we're breaking down today's deep dive. 1. The World Cup market shock. 2. The Turkey market collapse. 3. Selling hype and holding stars. 4. The aggressive World Cup buys. And 5. Top 5 market movers. Let's get into it.
Section 1. The World Cup Market Shock.
And this brilliantly illustrates that treating player cards like stocks means we have to understand how incredibly fast the tournament market reacts to what actually happens out there on the pitch. You cannot afford to be sentimental, because when that first whistle blows, reality takes over. All those projections, the expected roles, the rookie card hype, it all takes a massive backseat. We absolutely must shift our focus from pre-tournament hype to post-match reality, because the market is already reacting to the data coming out of the group stages.
Section 2. The Turkey market collapse.
Which brings us to the first major reality check of the tournament. The contrast here is just stark. Before the tournament kicked off, Arda, Guler, and Kenan Yildiz were literally two of the most exciting card market names out there. Arda had that Real Madrid factor. Kenan had the Juventus factor. Plus, both had massive, super passionate Turkish fan bases backing them up. They were huge buys. But the current reality? Turkey lost to Paraguay and they're eliminated. Just like that, their short-term World Cup catalyst has completely vanished.
Because of this early exit, both Guler and Yildiz drop out of our top 20 entirely. Now, don't get me wrong, they are still fantastic long-term prospects. But for this specific tournament cycle, they've become classic hold or buy on dib candidates. A short-term card play desperately needs a surviving tournament story. So if you want to buy them now, you wait. You wait for the market to overreact and drop their prices. Whatever you do, do not chase that old pre-tournament hype.
Section 3. Selling hype and holding stars.
Right, let's rapidly jump into our newly updated top 20 countdown. At 20 and 19, we've got Cristiano Ronaldo and Harry Kane. These guys are prime sell into hype candidates. They're fully mature markets where, honestly, the easy money has already been made. If their teams go deep, use that emotional wave as your selling window. Then at 18, 17, and 16, we have Jude Bellingham, Kylian Mbappe, and Vinicius Jr. These are your blue-chip superstars. They're very safe holds. The market already knows exactly how great they are, which means they kind of lack the explosive percentage upside right now to be considered aggressive buys at their current super high prices.
Section 4. The Aggressive World Cup Buys.
Let's pick up the energy a bit here, because we're entering the sector of the market where the emerging talents with massive tournament momentum live. We are looking at Omar Marmoush, Takefusa Kubo, Luka Vuskovic, Santiago Jimenez, Kendry Paez, Alexander Isak, Joao Neves, Desiree Doué, Michael Olise, and Florian Wirtz. So why are all these guys buys? Simple. Because goals and tournament momentum act as the fastest marketing department in the world. Players like Marmoush for Egypt, Jimenez for Mexico, and Wirtz for Germany have the ultimate platform right now. If they score, collectors search. And if collectors search, prices move. It's really that straightforward.
Section 5. Top 5 market movers. Let's move to and see how this builds. We're deliberately slowing the pace down right now for the top of the list. These are the 5 players driving the absolute most volatile and important market action in the entire tournament. Coming in at number 5 is Endrick. He is a buy, but guys, we are putting a massive blinking minutes warning on him. The issue isn't his talent, not at all. The issue is that Carlo Ancelotti isn't giving him the required playing time to fuel a true breakout narrative.
This thought perfectly captures the situation. Endrick was our number 1 before the tournament started, but right now, he's a highly complicated asset.
The talent to create absolute magic is clearly there, but sitting on the bench means he carries a much higher risk without a guaranteed on-pitch role. At number 4, we have Dean Huijsen. He remains a really strong buy. Now, normally defenders are a tough sell in the football card market, right? But Huijsen is an elite young defender connected to a major club and a major national team in Spain. He currently offers one of the absolute strongest price to upside profiles out of that entire Spanish squad.
Moving cautiously to number 3 is Jamal Musiala. He's an elite buy, but strictly with a fitness watch. Germany looks incredible, but Musiala had a small injury scare in that first match. And in the card market, injury uncertainty cools demand instantly. He came back, so he stays high on our list, but you have to monitor his health closely. If he stays fit, honestly, he could be the biggest winner of the World Cup.
At number 2, we reveal the biggest upgrade of this entire explainer, Lionel Messi. A World Cup hat-trick completely punishes any market stubbornness. We had him as a sell into hype before the tournament, but there is no way you can leave him there now. We are actively moving him to a hold or a sell into a second spike. Now, what's really interesting about this is how Messi completely transformed his market profile in just one game. Pre-tournament, he was largely viewed as a legacy or nostalgia asset, but the current reality, he has proven he is still an active tournament catalyst. He's creating moments right now which generates a massive second hype window that honestly nobody was fully prepared for.
And that brings us to number 1, Lamine Yamal. He is a hold, but he undoubtedly represents the strongest market story of the entire tournament right now. His cards are incredibly expensive to buy at this exact moment, which is why he isn't an aggressive buy, but he is the absolute epicenter of collector attention.
Just look at his catalysts. He scored his first World Cup goal, Spain has massive tournament momentum, he has that absolute perfect teenage superstar narrative, and the global attention is entirely focused on him. This tournament is providing the exact confirmation collectors needed to justify his high prices, totally solidifying his status as the ultimate elite hold if you bought in early.
So the crucial point is the overarching financial lesson of our World Cup market update. A great player, like Arda Guler, will survive a bad tournament in the long term. But if you're making a short-term card play, you absolutely must have a surviving tournament story to drive the hype and the prices.
As we wrap up this explainer, I really want to leave you with this question. How would you handle the Messi dilemma? After that insane hat trick, are you selling him right now to cash in, or are you holding him for the knockout stages, hoping for an even bigger spike? The market moves fast, so remember to always do your own research as the tournament unfolds. Thanks for exploring this with me, and we'll see how the market shifts next.
Thanks for listening to Card Market Catalyst. If you enjoyed today's deep dive into football card investing, make sure to like and subscribe.